In Norse mythology, runes are more than letters. They are divine gifts. According to the poetic Edda, Odin, the Allfather, hung himself from Yggdrasil for 9 nights, pierced by his own spear, to gain the wisdom of runes. These sacred symbols, believed to hold cosmic power, were whispered to him by the world tree itself. Archaeological evidence, such as the 2nd century Einang stone, confirms their ancient use. Runes weren't just tools for writing. They were keys to magic, fate, and the secrets of the 9 worlds. The earliest runestones date back to 150 to 200 CE, carved by Germanic tribes. The Elder Futhark, the oldest runic alphabet, consisted of 24 symbols. Vikings used iron chisels to etch runes into stone, wood, or bone, often for memorials or land claims. The Björketorp runestone in Sweden, standing 4.2 meters tall, warns of curses to trespassers. Runes were also inscribed on everyday objects, combs, amulets, and even fishing tools, blending practicality with spirituality. Runes were woven into Viking life for protection and strength. Weapons like the famous 10th century Danish swords bore Tiwaz, Tyr's rune, for victory. The Algiz rune, resembling a person's raised arms, was carved onto door frames to ward off evil. Ships like the Oseberg burial vessel had runes invoking fair winds. Even love spells used Gebo, the gift rune. Archaeological finds, such as the Ribe skull fragment, prove runes were also medical charms against pain. Norse seeresses, or volvas, cast runes to read fate. The Havamal describes runic divination. Odin learned to sing runes to heal or curse. Excavations at Furkad, Denmark reveal staffs with runic inscriptions used in rituals. A common method involved throwing runes onto a white cloth and interpreting their patterns, similar to modern tarot. The Perthro rune symbolized hidden knowledge, while Hagalaz warned of upheaval. These practices were so respected that kings consulted seers before battles. Runes were tied to Yggdrasil's branches and the 9 worlds. Fehu, the first rune, represented wealth but also the primal fire of Muspelheim. Isa, the ice rune, mirrored Niflheim's frost. Each rune corresponded to a realm: Sowilo, sun, to Asgard; Gera, harvest, to Midgard. The 13th century Prose Edda notes how Odin arranged runes to control elements. Even the placement of runestones mirrored cosmic order, like the Jelling stones in Denmark, aligned to solstices. Runes could unleash terrible curses. The Stentoften stone, 6th century, warns of famine if its runes are disobeyed. Thurisaz, the thorn rune, was carved to invoke giants' wrath. The Svingarid stone, found in 2021, bears a cryptic 1,700-year-old curse. Dark magic involved carving runes in blood or whispering spells backward. The Othala rune, later misused by Nazis, originally symbolized ancestral land rights, a taboo if stolen. Even today, some Icelandic magicians avoid certain runes at night. Rune knowledge was passed orally for centuries. Masters called Erelaz memorized all 24 Elder Futhark runes and their songs. Training took years. Apprentices learned to carve while chanting rhymes for memory. The Rokestone's 760 rune inscription shows advanced literacy. Women also taught runes. The Lena stone in Sweden was commissioned by a mother. By 800 CE, the younger Futhark simplified to 16 runes, adapting to Old Norse. This oral tradition preserved secrets even after Christianization. As Christianity spread, runes adapted. The 11th century Jelling stone mixes Thor's hammer with a cross. Monks recorded runic lore in books like the Codex Runicus, using runes for calendars. The Hold manuscript, 17th century, preserved runic magic under a Christian veneer. Some runes changed meaning. Dagaz, day, became a resurrection symbol. Despite bans, rural areas used runes until the 19th century, proving their resilience. Even stave churches hid runic carvings under biblical imagery. By the Renaissance, runes were nearly forgotten. Scholars like Olworm, 1588 to 1654, decoded runestones, sparking academic interest. The 1865 discovery of the Rokestone revealed a 28-foot epic. Modern archaeology uses 3D scanning to study faded inscriptions, like the 2020 find of a Loki reference in Norway. Missteps occurred. The Kensington runestone was a hoax, yet each discovery reconnects us to Norse wisdom, proving runes were more than primitive writing. Today, runes thrive in spirituality and pop culture. Neo-pagans cast runes for guidance, while Tolkien's Lord of the Rings borrowed their symbolism. Tattoo artists ink Vegthasir, a runic compass, for protection. Sweden's TV series, The Runestone, dramatizes their power. Linguists note runes' influence on modern alphabets. Iceland still uses Tharisaz. From heavy metal logos to AI-decoded inscriptions, runes bridge ancient mysticism and 21st-century curiosity, keeping Odin's sacrifice alive.